Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 1460. Happy NFL Draft Day. It is draft day. I love the NFL Draft. I don't pay much attention. It's kind of, and I talk about this a lot about. I love drafts. Drafts. Uh, I love the NFL Draft. Probably the NFL Draft I like the most, followed by Major League Baseball draft, and then the NBA draft. And I don't watch the NBA, but I do watch college basketball. So I like the NBA draft because I'm familiar with those players in college and don't really care about the NBA teams. In the NFL, I don't really watch college football. I'm aware and I follow the Heisman race and that, but I don't really watch the games, but I watch the NFL. And I follow NFL mock drafts all year long. Like I'm already reading about next year's mock drafts. Arch Manning, number one. I'm already reading like who are the names for next year. And obviously it's kind of like looking into mock drafts a year out, 6 months out during the season is a lot like reading like a fiction novel because so many things happen. Free agency happens. I mean, that's basically free agency has completely flipped the script on my favorite team, the Chicago Bears. Who will they draft? Well, obviously 3-4 months ago, they need an offensive. They're going to, no doubt about it, they're going to get an offensive tackle in the first round. They're going to take Will Campbell or Armand Membu or whoever's there at number 10. Well, they signed nearly an entire offensive line in free agency. And now it's like are they going to go? If is Ashton Genty going to be there at number 10 and draft a running back? Will they draft a defensive player at number 10? So, and the earlier you get, you don't know the draft order, all that stuff. So, but I still enjoy it. It's like reading fiction for me, and it's fun. It's a fun exercise for me, even though it's obviously not going to play out the way we think. So I'm excited for the NFL draft. We'll talk about the NFL draft today, first round tonight. It's actually not too far from me, just a couple hours north up in Green Bay is where the NFL draft is this year. When it was announced, it's like, oh, I think maybe I'll go up there and check it out. No, I have zero interest. I have zero interest in actually going to the NFL draft. If it comes to Chicago, wasn't the NFL draft in Chicago a couple of years ago? Maybe not. I can't remember, but I have no interest in going to Chicago, to the NFL. You know, if it was at here in Wisconsin, Camp Randall, blanked on the name for a second. I probably still wouldn't go down to Camp Randall to watch the NFL draft. NFL draft, but I'll watch it on TV and I'll enjoy the hell out of it tonight. Speaking of NFL draft, today in just 3 hours, we've got an NFL draft special on eBay Live. I'm going to be slinging football singles later this morning on eBay Live. Direct link is in the description to this video. You can go to ebay.com/eBay Live and you can see the upcoming events. And the NFL Draft Day special will be on there on my channel. There's going to be about 100 cards, I think. About 100 cards, 10:30 a.m. Central this morning. I've got some Mahomes and Brady, and there are some names that will be in the NFL Draft. I've got a Joe Burrow rookie. I've got Jamar Chase rookies. Josh Allen. Some good stuff. 10:30 Central this morning on eBay Live. And then, so that was kind of a pop-up that I decided yesterday. I'm like, I want more. I need more sales. It's been great. And, eBay Live has been awesome and I love it. So I want to do, ideally, I'd like to get to a show a day. But right. This week's been very hectic. But I'm torturing myself. I shouldn't do a sale this morning with all of the stuff I have going on, but I'm going to anyway. So eBay Live this morning, 10:30. Madison Card Show weekend. We've got double dipping Saturday and Sunday. This Saturday, the regular Madison Card Show, it's going to be 160 dealer tables upstairs, Capitol Square Ballroom in the mezzanine. On the first floor, we've got the State Street Ballroom. We've got the Badger State Room. So a little different on the first floor this month for Saturday only. State Street Ballroom, Badger State Room, 160 dealer tables. On Sunday, it's the Madison Pokemon Show. It's only TCG. So if you want sports, come Saturday. If you want Pokemon, you can come out both days. Sunday, Madison Pokemon Show. All the dealers will have TCG, 140 dealer tables. It'll be in the Williamson Ballroom downstairs and the upstairs Capitol Square Ballroom and the mezzanine. So this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Madison Card Show Saturday, Madison Pokemon Show on Sunday. I will have an update. Hopefully I can get a contract signed today and we can give you details about upcoming Madison Card Show events. Some big news coming our way. So stay tuned for that announcement. What a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day. Yesterday didn't start beautiful. It was rainy in the morning, but boy, it broke and had a beautiful day. Just with everything going on, 2 shows this weekend, other Madison Card Show stuff going on in the background, eBay Live, shipping, listing, a lot going on right now. So I was at the phase of, I wouldn't call it burnout, but I guess that's what you would call it. In the late afternoon, I'm getting ready I'm listing stuff and I'm like, open the window. It's beautiful. It's like, I need some fresh air. So, my wife was on the phone. She gets off the phone and I'm putting my shoes on. She's like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going to go put the deck furniture out. And she's like, well, is it going to rain? And I'm like, I don't care. I need to get outside. I need to do something outside. And she goes, why don't you go play with Ernie? I'm like, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Now Ernie doesn't know boundaries. Ernie has no boundaries. So when Ernie goes outside, and I can't blame the dog because it's all he knows. When he goes outside, it's usually because Rookie is next door. Rookie was outside. I don't want to say his name too loud. He'll start barking. I think he's back inside. Hopefully he's feeling better. I'll have to text and find out how he's doing. He sprained a muscle getting out of the car the other day. So usually when we go out the deck upstairs and Ernie just races down, sprints across the yard into the backyard to play with Rookie. So I've got his toy, and Biscuit was very trained. I wouldn't, but I could leave her in the backyard with no fence, no invisible fence. And every once in a while, she would venture over to the neighbor's yard. But for the most part, she knew her boundaries. Ernie's also only a puppy and doesn't know boundaries. So, and he knows that when he goes outside, he runs to the neighbor's yard. And of course, that's exactly what he did. So I'm like, Ernie, let's go play. So and I will give him credit. He didn't run all the way over and up the stairs into their back door like he has in the past. He actually opened their door. They didn't have it locked, and apparently it wasn't shut all the way a couple of weeks ago. And he raced over there, ran up their deck, and did on the door, and it opened, and he went inside and just helped himself. So he didn't do that this time. He went to the border, didn't see Rookie, so then he came back over here, and then he started running down towards the pond. I'm like, okay, we don't want this again. So I throw the toy. He doesn't even care. 2 doors down, the dog, and they have a fence. Their dogs are in the backyard. They're barking. So Ernie runs over to near the fence, and he's like, he has false confidence. So he runs over there like I'm a big tough dog. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, they're bigger than me. And so he's like, a little skid. Ernie, a little scaredy. I don't blame him. They're like 50, 60 pounds. He's 10. So then all of a sudden he's like, oh, since I'm over here, I might as well run upstairs and check out the neighbor's house. So of course he runs up to the deck. I'm like, okay, this is an exercise in futility. Pick him up, take him home. It ain't happening. We've got to learn boundaries. So I did stay outside. I moved the furniture around a little bit. Haven't put the cushions out because I think we're supposed to get some rain. There's a chance of rain today. It probably won't rain. Now that I say that, it probably will. But I think tomorrow we're supposed to get some rain. It's supposed to be nice these next couple days. I wouldn't mind rain on Saturday and Sunday because if it is 70 degrees and sunny, that will prevent some people from, they're like, fuck the card show. The card show comes every month. I'm going to go outside. We don't get this weather every month. I'm going to go outside. So hopefully it rains a little bit, keeps people inside at the card show. So I hung out. I did some outside work, put some bird feed in. Those birds eat a lot of food, man. I'm going to end up paying like $50 a month on bird feed. Now, I don't have to, but I want to. So I think I'm out of one bag. I finished off one of the bags. I've got one bag left, and it's pretty low. And I think I just filled it last weekend. So the birds are hungry, apparently. I like it. I've been spraying some like corn on the ground in hopes that the ducks come up. I like when the ducks come up and feed, and they have a couple times. I've seen the ducks out back. Sometimes the geese are up there, but they've been hanging out in the pond. So that's what's going on. Staring at a bird. So yeah, NFL draft. We're going to talk about the NFL draft today. I'm excited. Usually I do a mock draft, and I've got a buddy that we used to do mock drafts. We used to have we'd put I don't even know if we were in college. We probably didn't put money on it, but we'd hang out when we were both in Macomb. We'd hang out, watch the NFL draft. We'd do like a mock draft challenge. Every once in a while we fill out a mock draft and we'll text each other. And, but I haven't really, Wild Birds Unlimited is the idea I wish I had. That's where I go. That's where I spend all my money on bird feed. It is cheaper though than if you go to Menards and buy a bag. I did find that out because you can buy the giant bags in bulk and save money, but it is a cash drain. And not only am I feeding the birds, I'm plumping up the squirrels because man, these fucking neighborhood squirrels know there's food and they are draining my bird feed. So I haven't filled out a mock draft. I don't know if I will. I haven't been paying as well. I've had a lot going on this week, so I haven't been looking at the mock drafts and where, when I see a Bears story, I try to read it because I'm very curious. Bears have, I think, 4 picks in the first 4 of the first 72 picks, so I'm excited to see what they do. I don't want the Bears to trade up to get Ashton Jeanty. Like if he's there at 10, I wouldn't mind seeing them trade down and trying to get Omarion Hampton at running back. But yeah, I don't know. So I'm excited about what they did in free agency, and I don't know if there's a pick that I would be disappointed with. I mean, obviously, if they pick like some random dude that shouldn't be a first rounder, like the Raiders seem to do most years, I might be a little upset. But I trust that they'll hopefully make a good decision. In my opinion, in my dumbass opinion. Let's go to the chat. NFL Draft Day. Today, 10:30 this morning, NFL Draft Day special on eBay Live. I've got football. I've got Mahomes, Barry Sanders, Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, Josh Allen, Tom Brady. I've got Joe Burrow rookie card, Jamar Chase rookie card. So you might get some great deals in a morning show. eBay Live today, 10:30 Central. About 100 football singles. In fact, I still need to, I've got half of the batch listed. How many cards do I have so far? 44. So it might not be 100. We'll see. As soon as I get done with this, I'll make some coffee, take Ernie to school, and get ready for the eBay Live. Sunday, I'm going to have an eBay Live event Sunday night. I'm torturing myself with all of this because I don't know when I'm going to have time to list some of these singles. I'll just make time, I guess. Actually, Sunday I'll have a lot of time because I won't be looking in Pokemon boxes at the Pokemon show. So I'll probably take a box and get my eBay Live set up during the show on Sunday. Sunday night, eBay, I think, is going to be putting some marketing behind Sunday singles on eBay Live. So I'll be slinging singles on Sunday night on eBay Live. So I'm absolutely loving eBay Live. This is already my 5th show. Today will be my show number 5. If I didn't have the Madison Card Show and other stuff going on, I probably would be doing 2 shows a day just to ramp up. But time is not with me right now. But hopefully soon we can really get hammering down. And I love the growth that I'm seeing. I've grown over 50 followers in the first week since going on eBay Live. My sales are on the uptick. I'm now 19% year over year. This month, though, I was looking at my monthly numbers. I'm still down over April of 2024, but I think I had, because I was ripping and flipping cases last year. I ripped a case in Flagship I did this year as well, but last year I think Heritage and Big League had come out. So I think I had made a bunch on Big League and Heritage. So I do have 15 blasters of Bowman coming in the next couple weeks. I think release day is first week of May. That's going to be something that I rip and then flip on eBay Live. So I'm just going to sell singles on eBay Live, and we'll see how things go. It could go really, really good. It could go really, really bad. But I'm a glutton for punishment. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So eBay sales, love where they're going, on the upward trend. I think May will be really big. Just as I'm getting started on eBay Live, and then going from there. And once eBay puts more marketing into it, just going to be even better. Where we at? Cubs win. Wrigley was rocking again. Sports card ripping teacher Vince was there. What a game. Another big win. Cubs sweep the Dodgers in a 2-game series. Scored, was it 7-6 last night? So Cubs are averaging 6.25 runs a game, leading Major League Baseball I think in multiple offensive categories, which I would not have thought at the beginning of the before the season started. Let's see, Major League Baseball stats. Cubs are now 16-10, first place. How about Aaron Judge hitting 415 right now? Who's leading in home runs? We got 3 tied for Cal Raleigh, Tyler Soderstrom, and Corbin Carroll. Corbin Carroll kind of came out of nowhere with home runs. He's at 9. All 3 of those guys are at 9. Tommy Edman, Fernando Tatis, Mike Trout, and James Wood all have 8 home runs. Team stats. Chicago Cubs lead Major League Baseball in batting average with a 265 team average. They're 3rd in home runs. Cubs lead Major League Baseball in RBI with 160. Cubs lead Major League Baseball in stolen bases with 40. The Chicago Cubs lead the league, Major League Baseball, in runs at 163. Second place team, Cubs have 163 runs this season. Second place team, 137. Cubs lead Major League Baseball in OBP at 346. Cubs are second in slug, just two points behind the Yankees. OPS, Cubs are tied with the Yankees in first place in Major League Baseball. Cubs lead Major League Baseball in hits. Cubs are in 4th in doubles. Cubs lead Major League Baseball in triples. Cubs lead Major League Baseball in walks. Let's see. And Cubs lead Major League Baseball in at-bats. They have played 2 games more than the other teams. The bad category, strikeouts and caught stealing. Cubs are 11th in strikeouts and 6th in caught stealing. So how about that? Chicago Cubs, look at that offense, man. Giving me 1927 Yankees vibes. Woo! 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 Cubs are hot. Cubs are hot. Let's go. Philly Joe, good morning. What's going on with your Cubbies? Man, I don't know, but I like it. Now, and who would have thought? So I have this group chat, and of course, Cubs fans are still Cubs fans are bitching. I just went through those stats, and Cubs fans are bitching right now. Well, we need starting pitching. We need a third baseman. Oh my God, the bullpen. Enjoy this. If you would have told any Cub fan on March 1st or April 1st that on April 24th, the Chicago Cubs would be leading the Major League Baseball in all of those categories in first place, 16 wins, 10 losses, with this schedule playing the Dodgers, the Diamondbacks, all of these really good teams having to play in Japan, having to play on the West Coast, the Padres, and you're 16-10, scoring 6.25 runs a game, and you're going to bitch. And you're doing this with Justin Steele out for the season. You're doing this with Matt Shaw now in AAA Iowa. And your third baseman are Gage Workman and Vidal Brujan, and you just signed Nicky frickin' Lopez. And you're 16-10. Is this sustainable? Now, that's where the bitching comes in, because it's like, is this sustainable? Well, I hope so. Probably not. But let's just enjoy it. Let's fly the dub. Fly the flag. Sing the song. Enjoy it. Let's have some fun. Cubs are winning. Go Cubs, go. East Coast Tom is here. What's going on? Nationals and Capitals taking care of business. Peter's here. He says, hi, Bo and all others. Holmes in the house. What's going on? Sad news. We did lose Mongo McMichael. Steve Mongo McMichael passed away. Man, he's really had, God, that disease is just absolutely terrible. Steve McMichael passed away. And yeah, that sucks. And just to see him wither away over the last few years has just been absolutely awful. What a terrible disease. Zach says, MLB season is still going on. I thought it was over. Well, it is for the White Sox. Reading fiction is similar to addressing low roller scratchers' comments and lifestyle. Porter, even the sun shines on a dog's ass some days, or Cubs' ass in this case. David says, good morning. 1,460 days is 4 years. Yeah. So this show started in, was it June? June of 2020. Was it 2020? Or July 2020. What? 4 years. 4 years was 2021. So 2020. Did it start in 2021? I can't remember if Hobby Evolution began in 2020 or 2021. It must have been 2020 because obviously we don't go every day. In 4 years, this is 4 years. It's actually what's today? Thursday. Last Thursday was the 4-year anniversary of the Madison Card Show. April 17th, 2021 was the very first Madison Card Show. So it was 2020 because when I started Hobby Evolution, the Madison Card Show wasn't even a thought in my mind in June or July of 2020. So this Hobby Evolution has been going on for almost 5 years. Our 5-year anniversary coming up this summer. That's crazy. 1,460 episodes, almost 5 years now of Hobby Evolution. Crazy. Max says, figured you'd want to go since you're a big draft guy. I have no desire to watch the draft, but I've never cared to watch. You know, it's kind of like it's very similar to the NFL. I watch the NFL every Sunday, but I have no desire to go to the game. I have no desire to go to Chicago, to go to Soldier Field. I've been to 2 NFL games my entire life, and both were in suites. I don't know if I'd enjoy sitting with the peons in the bleachers at an NFL game. But I have no desire going to a game. I have no desire going to the NFL draft, whether it's in Green Bay, whether it's in Chicago, or if it were in downtown Madison, I wouldn't have a desire to go. Because it's not like the NFL draft is such a big spectacle. Like, I enjoy watching it. Like, I enjoy watching the draft, and you don't get the same. It's so much different when you're there. Like, you get to see it called live, but you don't get the analysis. I like the analysis, especially when you get to the later round, like the second round, third, fourth, seventh round. Like, a lot of these guys, like, who's this guy? So it's a much different. I'd rather watch on TV. Cooter says, good morning. Sun is brighter knowing I am in the same area code as Zach. Oh, Cooter and Zach. Gem City Card Show says Bears will make a silly pick. That's my prediction. I don't think so. I think the Bears will make a good pick. I hope they don't trade up. There's a bunch of rumor. There's a rumor they're going to trade up to draft Ashton Jeanty at number 5. There's rumors that they're going to trade down. Who knows? Which is, that excites me. Not knowing. It's boring. Like, well, they need a center or they need a wide receiver, and you know who's going to be there. It's like, well, we know who's going to be there. We know who they're going to draft. I like the surprise element. Like, could they trade? Could they stay? If they stay, who are they going to draft? Like, we don't know. Like, in other years, it's like, we kind of have an idea. Like, this year, we have no idea. I think Cam Ward's going to go 1 overall. I think that's pretty much a lock. Tennessee Titans. Yeah, we could see multiple trades in the top 10, 15 picks, and we could see 0. Like, I neither would surprise me. If we see 3 or 4 trades, that wouldn't surprise me. If we see 0 trades, that wouldn't surprise me. Sports Card Ripping Teacher says Vontae Mack, no matter what. Tom says, have you seen the concession prices at the draft? Get a second mortgage. That's not surprising. Andy Mack, good morning, Bears fans. Yeah, let's go. Dan says, yo, have you pulled up on the TV as I ice my knee? Oh, I'm on your TV. What's up? And go Cubbies. Hell yeah. What a win. Stukes in the house. Good morning. Hope to see a couple North Dakota State Bison in the draft this week. Yeah, Gray Zabel is a guy I'd love the Bears to get, but I think he's going to go, like, I think he may sneak into the first round. Bears have 2 second-round picks. I would absolutely love if Gray Zabel was still around with one of the Bears' second-round picks, but I think he's going to go higher. I think he's going to go late first round or early second round ahead of where the Bears get their picks in the second round. But I would love Gray Zabel to land with Chicago. Cam Miller, quarterback, could be a late rounder. 608 Cody in the house. Good morning. Jody, what's happening? Holmes says feeding the birds is a cash drain. Yeah, I'm learning that as I bought 2 huge bags. I think I paid $50 or $60, and I'm like, oh, this will last a while. And it's like week after week, I'm like, fuck, I'm almost out of bird feed already. It's like, this is going to be like a $50, $60 a month drain. Mark, good morning. What's happening? Holmes says, get the hot bird seed at WBU. Doesn't affect the birds, but squirrels will stop the buffet. Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. I will check that out. I'll probably make a trip in the next couple of weeks. There's my buddy Kyle. I was talking about how we did our mock drafts. We should do that. I don't think we did one last year. We should do our mock drafts and see. I haven't been paying close attention the last week or so. Like, I look at mock drafts like daily almost, but this week I've like when they're like the most accurate, I haven't been paying attention. Gary, what's going on? Greetings from Indiana. See you at the show on Saturday. Awesome. Glad to have you traveling in from Indiana to the Madison Card Show Saturday. 160 dealer tables. We'll be downstairs in the State Street Ballroom and the Badger State Room. State Street Ballroom at the Sheraton is in that back left corner. Also has an entrance to the parking lot around back. That's my favorite ballroom of all of them. And then the Badger stateroom is go past the front desk, take a right down that hallway. We had TCG in there for a couple months last summer. It'll be a mix of sports. It's a bring your own table room this month, and it's going to be a mix of sports and Pokemon in that room. So I think there's going to be about 20 tables in that room, 40 in the State Street Ballroom, and 100 upstairs. So 160 tables total. Mikey's in the house. Good morning. Just checking in on my break. Good morning, Mikey. Have a good work day. Red Light's in the house. Good morning. Dan says that ERA going up again. Yeah. The ERA going up. But hey, as long as the Cubs score more runs, if the pitchers are giving up 4 or 5 runs a game and the Cubs are scoring 6, 7, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. It makes you a little nervous during the game where it's, 6-5, but keep scoring them runs. Gem City says Walmart discounted blasters delivered 2022 Prism Draft Baseball, $24 for 60 cards. Got an of 25 auto and Panini points. Not too shabby. Very nice. Johnny M's in the house. Good morning. New York Mets have the best record in Major League Baseball. They're very nice. Very nice. Kerry Jacobs in the house. Who breaks the worst record mark this year? Sox on pace for 34 wins. Rockies on pace for 29. Oh, my God. Meanwhile, Hall of Famer lock and war hero Mike Trout is hitting 169 with 8 home runs. 8 home runs. And he is a lock for the Hall of Fame, by the way. He could retire today and go into the Hall of Fame. Max says, being happy and understanding that your team needs certain pieces to continue their success are not mutually exclusive. I guess not. But it's annoying as fuck when the Cubs are doing this well and people are bitching. It's annoying as hell. Terrible song, he says. JC3 Charlie, good morning. Listing and shipping and coffee. Oh, my. Max says, now that's weird. Isn't it 1,461 days in 4 years? Well, we also have a leap year in there. So I guess it would be, because there would be every 4 years there's a leap year. So I guess it would be 1,461. Max says, I'd love to see the Bears take Shedeur at 10. Guy's got his jersey retired. Better than Caleb already. That's a Packer fan opinion right there. I would love the Packers to take Shedeur Sanders. My prediction is Shedeur Sanders drops all the way down into the 20s. At one point, Shedeur Sanders, he's going to be number 1 overall. Shedeur Sanders is going to be an absolutely bust of an NFL quarterback. Shedeur Sanders is absolutely going to suck at the NFL level. He shouldn't even be. I wouldn't if he were available in the 7th round, I would not want the Bears to draft Shedeur Sanders because he's not going to be a good quarterback. I would rather have Tyson Bagent than Shedeur Sanders. And I'd rather have Tyson Bagent than a lot of quarterbacks. Backups, not starters. But Shedeur Sanders, my prediction, he drops into the 20s. I think he goes between picks 20 and 25. I want him nowhere near the Chicago Bears because I think he's going to be an absolute bust of a NFL quarterback. Andy Beck says, I love the NFL. I do not like going to the Bears games often. It's an expensive experience and usually too cold. My living room is pretty comfortable. Amen to that. Amen to that. I just don't like Soldier Field is such a bitch to get to for me. And it's cold. NFL games are in the winter and fuck that. I'm fair weather. I don't even go to Wrigley before Memorial Day most years. Because it's too cold. The weather's dicey. I mean, it could be 75 and sunny, and then 2 days later it could be snowing in Chicago. So I just wait till after Memorial Day to go to Wrigley. And I've never been to a Bears game at Soldier Field. I've been to Soldier Field, and it's a bitch to get to. I can only imagine what traffic is like on game day. Fuck that. I'd rather watch from my couch. Man, I've got overflowing garbage in here. All right, next up, Cooter's in the house. He says, you need to figure out the date of the first Hobby Evolution and have a 5th anniversary special event. Probably pretty easy. Let's see. Let's go to my channel. I bet if I go to oldest videos, oldest. The oldest video is me using a sorting tray, a BCW sorting tray. All right. Where are we at? I forgot some of these videos I put on YouTube. Wow. Nostalgia Breaks. First episode, 1988 Topps Football, which was the very first pack of cards I opened. Madison Card Show highlights. Was this the first? September? Madison Card Show. I'm trying to find the first YouTube video of the Madison Card Show. I didn't do a video on the Madison Card Show until May. So it was the second card show. Wow. Highlights from the May 2021 Madison Card Show. I think there was 25 tables at that show. Wow, that's cool. My biggest video, how to create a variation listing, has 49,000 views. All right, where are we at? What were we looking for? Oh, Hobby Evolution. Oh, because it's under live. These are just videos. Oh, live. Oldest live. Well, this is easy. Let's see. 2018 Topps Heritage Miners Break. Wow. I wonder if I hit anything in those. Monday Night Sorting Chat. Retail Box Break. 2018 Topps Update. Blaster Breaks. I might have to go back and watch some of these. Digging through sports memorabilia boxes, Walmart 50 bundle pack, 2019 Heritage Blaster Box case. Let's see. Card room restoration, Friday night live stream, Hobby Evolution. The Hobby Evolution. 1 Million Cubs Project Journal was the first video 4 years ago. July 31st, 2020. July 31st. So I think I'll be at the National for the 5th anniversary of Hobby Evolution. There was no National that year. Carrie says, I've been to one Bears game in person and I have never been that cold. Yeah. I have no interest in sitting in the cold. That just no appeal to me whatsoever. Bears will mess it up, but I'm not known for prognosticating correctly on those old stinky Staley Bears. Max says you probably have something else eating your bird seed. It's the frickin' squirrels. I see them. Does Jenny know there's a draft this weekend? Goon Collector, what's going on? He says, I'm glad my Yankees don't play the Cubs at Wrigley this year or the Mets at City. They will see both those teams in Yankee Stadium. Max says, I guess another reason I've never been excited about the draft is the Packers have almost always picked towards the end of the first because we haven't had competition in our division for my lifetime. You're not lying there. Good morning, Michael Renicky. Unicorn Cupcake says, most surprising thing about this Shannon Sharp thing is I would have never guessed that he was into women. There you go. Andy Mack, not touching that topic. Absolutely. Cold Cubs games are miserable. Need to go to live, not videos. Yep. All right. So there we go. NFL draft. Let's take a look at let's do a mock draft simulator. Oops, shit. Mock draft simulator. These are fun. Mock draft simulator. Let's go to Pro Football Network. I think this is a good one. All right. Let's share the screen. If you don't like the NFL draft, this is probably going to bore you to tears. Let's blow this up. All right. We're doing an NFL mock draft. We're going to be the Chicago Bears. Or let's just do all. Should we do all? No. Let's see what the computer says. And I'm going to be the Bears. We'll do 2 rounds. We'll do 2 rounds. Yeah. We're going to go fast. Enter solo draft. All right. So who's going? All right. So we got some trade. We're going to do no trades on these. All right. So let's go see. So the computer on this round says Cam Ward, number 1 to the Titans. We're going to go number 2, Travis Hunter. Going to go number 2 to the Browns. Giants take Abdul Carter. Will Campbell goes number 4 to the Patriots. Will Johnson goes to the Jags. Mason Graham to the Raiders. Shedeur Sanders going to 7 to the Jets. Armand Membu goes to the Panthers, and then McMillan to Taro. McMillan, wide receiver, goes to the Saints at number 9. Look at who fell into our lap. If Ashton Jeanty is there at number 10, there's no doubt in my mind it's Ashton Jeanty. All right, now we're going to have to get to our Bears pick. All right, let's reject that. Let's go back up, see who went after the Bears. So Tyler Warren to the 49ers, Kelvin Banks to the Cowboys, Jalen Walker, Mike Green, Jahdae Barron, Michael Williams, edge. I like him. Tyler Booker, Matthew Golden. He's been climbing the draft boards lately. Matthew Golden, wide receiver out of Texas. Malachi Starks, Josh Simmons, tight end, Colston Loveland. The Packers, they're going to go with edge, Donovan Eziraku, however you spell it. There's Gray Zabel. In this mock draft, the Lions took him number 28, and that's kind of what my thought process. I think he's going to go in the end of the first round. Ooh, Jackson Dart, first pick of the second round, the Browns. There's Omarion Hampton, but we got Ashton Jeanty, so we don't need Omarion Hampton. So the Bears have 39 and 41. Who are we going to take? So in this mock draft, you got Kenneth Grant, defensive tackle, Tyleik Williams, defensive tackle. Bears need they need to shore up that defensive line. I don't know either one of these. We're going to go with a Michigan man. I'm going to draft Kenneth Grant. We're going to reject that, but we got another pick right now. Bears pick 41. Donovan Jackson, the guard, went to the Saints right in the middle there. Let's see. The computer tells us the Bears need an offensive tackle, a running back, a safety, an edge, and a linebacker. So of these, you got an edge in Landon Jackson. I don't like this. I don't like my choices. Well, let's take Xavier Watts. We do need some secondary. So there you go. So there's my picks: Ashton Jeanty, Kenneth Grant, Xavier Watts. And now let's restart. Let's do 2 rounds fast, and we're not going to pick anything. We're going to let the computer pick. All right, let's see where they go this time. 2-round NFL mock draft simulator. Oop, there we go. All right, so here's the full mock draft. Round 1, Cam Ward, number 1 to the Titans. Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, Armand Membu, Tyler Warren, Will Johnson, Mason Graham. Will Campbell drops to 8 in this one. Bears take offensive tackle Kelvin Banks out of Texas at number 10. Where'd Ashton Jeanty go? Wow, Ashton Jeanty in this mock draft falls all the way down to number 20 to the Broncos. Shedeur Sanders falls to number 18 to the Seahawks. Gray Zabel taken by the Packers at 23 in this mock draft. And then Omarion Hampton falls to 29 to Washington. Who did the Bears take in the second round? Again, Jackson Dart, first pick in the second round of the Browns. Bears get a running back in the second round, Travion Henderson out of Ohio State. Princely Umanulin. I like that. I mean, I'd rather the Bears take, if they don't get Ashton Jeanty or Omarion Hampton, I would like them to get Caleb Johnson out of Iowa in like the 4th round. I don't know much about Travion Henderson. So there you go. NFL mock draft. NFL draft tonight. We've got a NFL draft single sale coming up today at 10:30 this morning. Direct link to that eBay live stream is in my description to this video. 99centcards.com, my eBay store. In the buy it now section, you can buy 7 or more cards at regular price, save 25% off at checkout. Let's go to the chat, wrap things up. I got a eBay live sale to get prepared for. Where are we at? Andy Mack says, I've been trying to snag some optic retail for my son. The bots are fucking insane. I've managed to get 3 blasters, but it's a battle. Interesting. Gem City says, so Shannon Sharp cards, are we buying, holding, chalking, or never mind? I'll see myself out. Bradley says, rip Mongo McMichael. Johnny M says, the Yankees and Mets do play at Citi Field. It's part of the Subway Series, I believe, July 4th, 5th, and 6th. Gem City says picking a running back in the first round is silly. They're rental nowadays. There's the shift. We're seeing a shift back to running backs in the NFL. Porter says the Jets were the only NFL, NBA, or MLB team to not make the playoffs during Pope Francis's reign. Wow. How about that trivia? Max says, shh, Brian, let him think it's a good pick. Dan says only trade up if we can get Carter. Low Roller Scratcher is checked in. I saw my competitors yesterday to look for free bonuses. I beat him since he is riding bikes. I got advantage by taking the bus to look for free bonuses. Gem City says, I'm not an expert, but as a Chiefs fan, it starts with your line. You need depth, and by the way, Joe Thuney is past prime and due for injuries. I'm sorry. Unicorn says, hell yeah, sometimes it's the small advantages that help us win. Dairyland Picker, what's happening? Good morning. Welcome back. It's been a while. Bears need offensive line, so we'll draft running back. They don't need an offensive line. They signed Joe Thuney, who's going to be a Hall of Famer. They signed the top center, Drew Dalman. They do need another offensive tackle. I'm pretty happy with what they did in the offseason. They traded for an offensive tackle from is he a tackle? From the Rams. They really shored up their offensive line in free agency. So right now, like, that's not a number one need. It's still a need for depth, as Brian mentioned, for depth. But they really shored up that offensive line. It's that pick at number 10. I mean, they can take running back, they can take an edge, somebody in the secondary. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what they do with that number one pick. Bikes are for rookie skill gamers. Gem City says, I just imagine LRS getting on the bus, looking at his competition on the bike, leaning out the window and saying, so long, sucker. If an offensive lineman is going to be a Hall of Famer, then he's past. He is old, but I would rather have a past his prime future Hall of Famer on the offensive line than a shitty rookie second, third year guy. So that's my take. All right, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, visit my eBay store, 99centcards.com. 7 or more items at regular price, you'll save 25% off at checkout. Coming up today in a little over 2 hours, we have eBay live stream, NFL Draft Day special, football singles up for grabs. This is, I believe, we had football on the 80s night on Sunday, but first football enough, strictly football in a live stream. 10:30 Central this morning on eBay Live. I'm going to have around 100, maybe a little less than 100 singles up for sale. eBay Live today, 10:30 Central. Direct link in the description. You can also go to ebay.com/eBay Live and check out all the live sales. All right, like, subscribe, 99centcards.com. Have a great day. Enjoy the NFL draft. Hopefully I see you in the chat today at 10:30 on eBay Live. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow.